your onlookers and your attackers are trying to figure out how you made it through your dark night of the soul. This is a quick message from the universe. Chosen one, man, sis, bro, you was in some, man, the shit you went through, chosen one, you could write a Bible story and put that shit in the Bible, because if anybody knows that the Most High, the source, the universe, lives and works through you, you know it, chosen. Because the shit that you've been through and the shit that you were able to survive, somebody could write that shit and put it right in the motherfucking Revelations over with. Start the new Bible, the New Testament, motherfucker. This the New Testament, nigga. A lot of you niggas are in the New Testament. A lot of you people, a lot of you men and women that have been out here going through this, you are in the New Testament. You are starting to write the new Bible. Shout out to you, chosen. Well, anyway, you found yourself in a little situation, man, where you were involved in what they call a humiliation ritual, honey trap situation, things like that. And I'm never gonna stop speaking on this shit until I know millions have been saved from this situation. So you found yourself in this situation, chosen one, and in these situations, they are built to destroy the chosen. Now, people have if you talk to man, right? We don't operate with man. But if you talk to man, they'll say, yo, these people did this in the past, or this person, whatever reason you found yourself in this situation don't fucking matter. If you understand, overstand, and understand that everything that happens in this spirit, in this physical realm, is happening in the spiritual, you'll know the reason why you have found yourself in this position, chosen one, is because indeed you are a chosen one of the source. You have a purpose that is big. And so for anybody who is finding themselves in these situations, it's one, to take you out of here and reset you, get you hooked back into the sim, or it's two, to stall you from your purpose, so your purpose is no longer relevant. Okay? And so you went through these situations, chosen one, and in these situations, you know, all hell has been breaking loose in these places where you stomped your feet. In these places where you stomped your feet, all hell is breaking you. There is a lot of chaos going on in people's lives. And I'm going to tell you why, chosen. See, a lot of people think that the attackers, they want to point the hands at the attackers. The attackers did this. It wasn't me. I ain't do nothing to that boy. I ain't do nothing to that girl. Such and such did it. You watched it. See, what the neighborhood and the onlookers don't understand, a lot of them already know what goes on with these certain individuals in these places. They have seen this happen. They have seen the patterns. They have seen this shit happen more than one time. And they are in the loop. The streets talk. And so people know, oh, when you see a motherfucker over there at that joint, oh yeah, they doing that motherfucker dirty. So instead of your onlookers coming and dropping a jewel on you, they might have, because it's been plenty of times, chosen one, you've been walking all through the neighborhood, you was walking everywhere, somebody could have told you, like, yo, bro, I don't know what you got going on, but that shit over there where you at, nigga, that shit is weird, nigga. Move around. It don't hurt to drop a tip on somebody. You ain't calling the police, you ain't calling the law, you ain't getting involved. It's a wise tip sometimes could change your life. You don't never know who you dealing with or who you looking at. But instead of them doing shit like that, chosen one, majority of individuals, when they see something happening, to mask their fear, they act like they act like they agree with it, to mask the fear. Because a lot of these individuals are in fear and they just want to live. And so they would just watch you in their amusement, and they began to be entertained by what you were going through, and they took it as entertainment. And that right there makes you worse than the attacker. When you watch something happening to somebody wrongly, when you watch somebody being victimized and you take it as entertainment, you might as well go over there and nail a motherfucking nail in his hand too. You crucifying them just like the crucifiers are doing. So all hell is starting to break loose in those places where you stomped your foot. And every person who watched you in entertainment is not being entertained right now, because they're trying to figure out how the fuck they're going to make it through the situations that are occurring in their lives. And they don't understand why. Well, I'm here to tell you, you watched the chosen one go through hell for your entertainment. That's worse than attacking a motherfucker. Well, chosen one, anyway, you found yourself in a situation where it was just you and your higher self. And in this situation, you became close to your higher self, and you began to listen to the words and listen to the orders and the instructions that the source in you was telling you. And you were lifted out of your situation. You made it through the darkest night of your soul. But see, the difference is your dark night was way darker than a lot of nights, chosen one. Your dark night was pitch black. The gates of hell had opened up, and that void darkness came up. You know, that pitch blackness, that surrounded you. And you maneuvered through it, chosen one, because you had the source, your higher self living in you, guiding you. And so when you showed your face back around the neighborhood, people were like, they thought they seen a ghost. And this furthermore lets you know that these individuals knew exactly what was going on. They didn't expect you to live. The chosen one, they seen you and they couldn't believe it, because you had resurrected like the Christ on the third day. You had came out of what many thought was your tomb. See, many thought that they was going to find your lifeless body laying around, and they was going to rule your death something stupid, make you look like you took yourself out, or just you was doing something crazy. But instead, you showed up like a ghost, and you stood and you looked every individual in that neighborhood in the eye like a lion, and they knew this is the one. Chosen one, people are still wondering and trying to figure out how you made it through your dark night of the soul.